Welcome back. Welcome back. I've decided that I'm going to be sending out weekly letters, right? Letters that I have written to you. My goal is to hopefully make you realize and learn things about yourself. I'd like to make sure that some of you are critically thinking. So, this week's letter is learning to love yourself to gain lasting love from others. And I've got my laptop here. I'm probably just going to be reading it to you. Knowing how you like to be loved is severely underrated. There is a reason why some of the healthiest relationships are often between two people who have practiced isolation and growth. They usually exude a high level of self-love. Sometimes it feels unattainable, but they have done the work. And this unity between the two creates such a strong connection, it lays the most solid foundation to be built on. Stay with me, okay? If you know how you wish to be loved, it is often demonstrated through acts of self-service. An example would be you speaking life into yourself daily because lack of affirmations in your formative years resulted in crippling anxiety, behaviors such as self-deprecating acts, seeking constant external validation from others, and you may have even begun to spiral. A very unhealthy situation. However, now you've recognized this and you've begun to work on yourself. You journal, you pray, you meditate. And in doing those acts, they have become an important aspect of your self-loving ritual. They keep you sane, they keep you grounded. If this speaks to you, it would be sensible to assume you need a partner that is comfortable, also affirming you, right? But not out of need, but rather a desire because it is simply validating. Remember, you have already done the work. You have identified a problem, you've addressed it, and you've implemented a healthy strategy to cope with it. You have done the work, an act of self-love. Your desired partner will see this work that you have already done and simply wish to add to it. To be seen, to be validated, is likely to deepen the bond between the two of you, especially if you have never been seen before. But this could have never happened without your initial act of self-love, your affirmations, your journaling, your praying. Instead, the chaotic alternative would be to leave your potential partner guessing a combination of acts or services that may or may not work. This turmoil becomes exhausting. And ultimately, a pairing like this cannot survive for very long. The trial and error will leave you feeling dissatisfied, resentful, and desperate to move on. It could even make you want to hold on so tightly, unwilling to let go, you're not able to see that you have reached a cul-de-sac. Let's break down another example. You have worked on your relationship with food. You've developed a healthy exercising habit, all because as a child, you were severely obese and had very poor eating habits. You couldn't run or play with anyone. You ate as a way to cope. No one saw that you needed help. Your parents perhaps were too busy with work, stuck in their cultural dishes, unable to adjust the recipes for you. As an awakened adult, you took the steps to learn about nutrition, what your body would benefit from most. Protein, fiber, complex carbohydrates, vegetables. Grocery shopping is difficult because you want to pick up more treats, but you're aware of your new goal. You drop the 3 packs of chocolate as an act of love to yourself and pick up extra fruits and nuts instead. Grocery shopping begins to feel less daunting, but it's still very tough. You hired a PT and began to work out routinely. It was painful, it was arduous, but you were disciplined and started to see results. The excess fat started to turn into a shredded, defined muscle. You no longer ate just for the sake of it. You ate when you were hungry, when you were in need of energy, fuel for your body. There's a very good chance you would need to be with somebody who has a similar outlook on food and fitness. They too have to respect the grind. Someone who sees your hard journey and decides to take the grocery shopping off your list. They see the act of discipline as a true act of love to yourself, and they desire to add to it, simply because they see you. This is another example of an act of love that you have demonstrated to yourself, one that another person can build on. But again, it started with you. You did the work first. How many couples do you know that have things in common that they can build on? And the only way to find what can be built on is to participate in things and to repeat the ones that you love. The right lover will appear, understand, and stay. How do we feel about that, guys? Do we agree? Do we disagree? Leave a comment.